Hi, guys. Welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries. This is a podcast where I, Melanie,
And I, Sean.
watch and discuss every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. As a reminder, I am brand new to this show, have never seen it before, and Sean is a longtime lover of the show and has watched it several times.
Mm.
So, two very different perspectives. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. We're glad you're here. And if you are returning to us, welcome back. Bienvenidos podcast. And today we are going to be talking about season 5, episode 13, Blood Ties.
Blood ties.
Every episode we try to, I forgot to say, we also discuss how the themes of the episode intersect with our lives. So in this episode, we had a little trouble, sometimes we do, coming up with something to discuss, but we landed on blood.
Blood.
Because we all got it.
Yeah.
Universal.
I used to work with it.
Used to work with it.
Heck of a lot.
So let's talk about that. You've worked with it. What did you do with it?
I performed testing in a hospital laboratory. And I also drew blood too.
We've talked about that a little bit,
Mhm.
about how that's not always an easy thing to do.
Draw blood? No.
Yeah.
No. It's definitely a skill and one that I never really got the chance to get good at because it was never my primary responsibility. It was like always if the phlebotomist was on break or was up on the floor drawing somebody and an outpatient would come in. So I never really got to do like some of my classmates did 500 sticks in a month. And I mean, I definitely had a decent amount, but not enough that I was ever good at it.
What would you say is the percentage of phlebotomists that are really good at it?
I'm just going to throw a number out there and say 70.
That sounds about right. Mostly I've had good experiences, but I've had some really bad experiences. I
Yeah.
tell you, the worst one I had was a doctor who was
Oh,
trying to put my IV in.
oh
And
no, not the doctor.
man, there was blood all over the floor. And she was like, I'm just going to go get somebody else to come in and help me with this. And I looked over and I couldn't believe the mess she made. They had to clean up. I was like, stay in your lane, doctor.
Yeah, like you know what you're doing in regards to a lot of other things, but they don't. Yeah, they don't do that.
That's not your job.
Right.
Are you a blood donor?
I am. I probably should do it more often than I do, but I probably go about 3 times a year and donate.
That is good.
Yeah,
Good citizen.
I always like when I'm talking to people about this. I remember at my first job out of school, I was working in blood bank, and we needed to get some O negative in for like I think she may have been pregnant woman who, if they're negative, you shouldn't give pregnant women O positive. They can get it if
Okay.
it's life threatening, but normally you shouldn't. And we had none. I remember calling the the donor center, the place that delivers blood to us, and like, we don't have any. Sorry.
So sorry, lady.
Yeah.
What was the resolution?
She had to get O positive. And then
Oh.
there's a medication that they can give which would offset the effects of it. So it's not the end
What
of the
is the
world.
effect? What happens?
Oh boy, now we're really getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
So she could develop antibodies to the positive part. It's some extra protein that's on the red blood cell, which if that happens and she never gets transfused again or gets pregnant again, it's fine. But if
That's
the
fine.
baby is O positive or she ever gets pregnant and with another that's O positive, her body is going to see that as like something foreign that needs to be destroyed.
Wow. All right. Serious stuff.
Yeah.
I've never given blood.
Oh, really? Okay.
Except for blood draws. I don't know. I have some kind of fear about it.
I get it. It's a big needle compared to a regular blood draw needle. You feel that sucker going in.
Yeah.
We did it in high school. They always had a blood drive like for the seniors. So I remember I donated that year, which I'm surprised I was over the 110 pounds that you had to be, but I guess I was. And then I remember I donated a couple of years after that. I was like passing like a strip mall or outlets, and they had like the blood bus there. And I just on a whim decided to do it. and I didn't eat enough and had like a horrible headache and felt like crap the rest of the day. So since
Oh,
then, every time that I donate, I make sure I have a full meal, drink a lot, and I've never had a problem again.
you never passed out?
No, I've never passed that. People definitely did at the one in high school.
Yeah.
One of our coworkers passed out at a blood drive at the hospital once.
That's what I was gonna say. Were you there? I was the one that had to call 911. That was the first and only time I've called 911.
Wow.
When, she came back and they had to wheel her back. It was over by Bayfront
Okay.
when she gave blood, and then when she came back, I think they had to drive her back or something, and then they had to bring a wheelie chair down to the lobby to get her back to her desk, and then she still thought she was gonna pass out, so I remember she was laying on her back with her legs up in her cubicle,
Oh my
and
god.
some meeting was letting up, and I remember director, Dr. A, I'll call her, was there, and she was, like, coming over and helping, and I had to call 911. Oh my gosh.
So since I do know how to draw blood, I feel like I'm always judging the phlebotomists
Yeah.
who are drawing mine, silently judging. I don't say anything. But
You look like this. Ooh.
the one thing I will not leave until they label my tubes.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh,
When I
interesting.
worked in the lab, I mean, it didn't happen every single day, but at least a couple of
A
times a week, we would get some samples in with no label on them.
and do you have they ever said you can go and you're like, "Oh, I'll just wait a minute?"
Yeah, 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 I have said, I'll just wait until you put the labels on."
Wow.
Mhm. I mean,
Yeah.
it happened a lot at that hospital I worked at. They would drop off a bag of specimens, no label. So that went right in the trash.
Wow.
Went right in the
Oh,
trash
wow.
because we don't know. We don't know whose this is.
Right, sure.
And especially if it was like something like testing for blood bank, where if it's the wrong patient, they could die. You give them the wrong type. So,
Man, I would be so ticked off if they called me and they're like, "You have to come back in."
yeah.
Oh,
So there you go. There's a tip.
yeah. All right. All right, good. All right. Should we just get started?
I think we should.
All right, let's do it.
All right. We start off with the previously on about the monks creating Dawn, sending her to Buffy. Lori just stopping in at 1630 Ravello Drive for a chat.
Yeah.
And so we were introduced to the Knights of Byzantium, or as I put in my notes, the Knights of Buffy.
I took Buffy.
Yep. And also Spike has the hots for Buffy. And
Yes.
they ended it with she's a god.
Yes. So this is Buffy's birthday episode.
Oh no. Never
The
good
big
things.
2-0. So you
Yep.
know things are gonna go crazy.
Mm. Do you remember if you did anything big for your 20th birthday?
That's so long ago.
I know.
My 20th birthday.
It's kind of milestone-ish, but I mean, not
I think, yes, I think I was dating Dwayne at the time. We were living in a teeny tiny apartment in Gainesville, and I think he cooked me dinner or brought me dinner from somewhere. We had dinner out there was a little lake by our apartment. We went out there and sat at a picnic table. He gave me a very pretty necklace that has since disappeared. It was very pretty though.
nice.
What about you?
I remember I was an orientation leader at college and went out for a dinner at this place. I think it's called the Park Bench. It was like the pretty much the only bar near Stony Brook campus. So went out with some of my other orientation leader friends, and I think one of them snuck me a beer.
Nice.
Yeah.
So in Buffy's case, they do have a little, or no, they're having a discussion about what they're going to do. And Buffy is saying they don't really have time because they got to focus on Glory. And there's a funny little moment between Tara and Willow where they find out they were both afraid of those trick candles,
Yes.
the trick candles that don't go out.
Yeah.
I was like, when she said, "Oh, I was always afraid of those," and Tara goes, "Me too." And I was like, "Were you really? Are you just saying that?" Me too.
That's
I
that.
want to be
Yeah.
part of the group.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I don't think so. I think she probably was, and she's being sincere. She's
Mhm.
a very sincere person.
Yes.
And then so they're talking about how they have to fight Glory, and they're learning a book from the council to that obviously that has information in it.
The Book of Tarnus.
Oh, okay. Wait, the book of what?
I wrote down Tarnus, Tarnis.
Oh, okay. I thought you said TARDIS, and I was like, "Ooh, cross reference."
Oh, that would have been so good.
And then they say she and 2 other hell gods,
Mhm.
and so this is the first time we're calling her a hell god,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. And that there's a demon multiverse.
I was so hoping for another World Without Shrimp reference, but there was not one.
And that her powers are weakened while she's in this human form.
Mhm.
Which is good they said that because I had a note later. I was going to say, how is it? Because I watched the episode and then I watched it again to take my notes.
Mhm.
And the first time I was watching it, when she was fighting, I was like, why is she even bothering to fight? She's a god. She
Right.
doesn't need to pick up a physical weapon or punch people. She's a god. But
Mhm.
yeah, so she's weakened while she's in the human form.
Right.
And especially weakened if she's low on her brain sucking energy.
Mhm. And they do mention that that's exactly what she's doing. She's extracting energy from brains, and poor Tara's like, "She's a brain sucker?" I'm like, "Yeah, she sucked out my brains."
That's right.
And
Yep.
then I had to rewind this line like 5 times because it was going too fast and I could not get into my notes. Giles said that she absorbs the energies that bind the mind into a cohesive whole.
Yes.
I like that line.
Yes. So basically what that means is she sucks the brain energy and then the people are crazy. So now the group is the group is wondering about the key. They're like,
Mhm.
let's focus on that. Let's talk about the key.
Makes
And
sense.
then Buffy finally confesses to them that she and Giles already know about the key, know what
Mhm.
it is. And
Mhm.
rightfully so, they're all upset that you've known. Why didn't you tell us? Of course she didn't tell you.
Wait, Buffy didn't tell someone something
Yeah,
important?
right? But I can see her reasoning as to why she didn't. I
Mhm.
still don't like it, but the more people that know, the more threat there is to Dawn because loose lips sink ships, right?
Mhm.
So, but she then does tell them. They tell them the whole story, what's going on. Then we cut to the knights having a fun campfire moment and doing their little chanty chant.
Mhm.
I put in my notes, I was about to go on a rant about why are they still dressing like this in 2000 whatever it is,
Yeah,
and then realized that I'm being ridiculous because immediately following is the entrance of Glory's demon minions that are demons dressed in monks outfits that are just walking around town all the time.
just chilling at the espresso pump.
It's Sunnydale.
Yeah, that's that's the
Why?
answer.
It's
That's our
Sunnydale.
Sunnydale.
Ugh. And P.S. I also wrote P.S. The demon minion makeup is just not good.
Because it's so patchy, or
I don't know. It's just not season 5 quality.
okay, alright,
I don't know. I don't have any more evidence to that except for that I don't like it.
okay, that's fair.
It's just a feeling I have deep down.
Mhm,
Okay, so then we have a big fight scene and they kill all the minions except for one. And they're about to kill the last one, but then enter Glory comes in. And then she has her fight scene. And I said, even in a weakened form, I doubt a god would have to lower herself to fisticuffs.
yeah.
But it is what it is.
There was one spot where she goes to give the knight an uppercut, and I believe it's her, like, from the back, not a stunt double, and she so obviously does not hit him
Oh.
when he goes flying back, right?
Props though that it's Claire Kramer doing the stunt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'll give it to her.
Mhm.
And then we have credits.
Credits.
Okay. Then we go to Tara and Willow are laying down salt, I guess,
Mhm.
for the and they're doing an early warning incantation.
Mhm. Outside the magic box.
Yes. I have a big issue with this.
Okay.
As someone who works with crushed glass in various grades, taking your hand, a fistful of sand in your hand or salt, and sprinkling it, she's probably 3 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
There is no way she's going to be making a line of
Right.
any kind on that ground.
Yep.
It's
That's
going to
fair.
disperse in the wind, but then you look down and it's like a perfect design.
Yep. 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 And then doesn't it go poof?
Yes. And then it goes poof.
Yeah. I agree with you though.
I didn't have an issue with the going poof. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the show, but yeah. But I said, I do like her hair here, though,
I had that in my notes too. I thought it was
with
very
the orange outfit. It's
yeah.
like a Mega Ginger. I liked it. That should have been my screen name, Mega Ginger.
Yeah. And then Dawn walks up. Can I
Yeah,
help?
yeah.
And Willow and Tara get weird around her.
They're so awkward.
Yeah. Which I get it. Maybe they weren't doing it intentionally. They're just like, how do you deal with that? Like, how do you deal with the fact if someone told you your brother wasn't real? Your brother just popped up last month.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Mhm.
But they certainly do a horrible job of it.
Yes, yes, they
The
do.
looks they exchange and the way they handle it is very awkward. And she's
Mhm.
just like, "All right," and goes inside.
Then
Um, inside, then Anya and Xander are acting weird when she comes in, and Xander does this weird tickle thing to her that was very strange.
yeah.
And Anya, "You make a very pretty little girl." You're funny.
Yeah. They leave into the back.
Oh, and Xander's the last look he gives over his shoulder as he exits made me laugh out loud.
I
There's some
didn't
really good awkward looks in this episode that made me laugh.
I didn't catch it. What was it like?
He I don't know, he just it was just an extra little just a little instead of just walking out of the room, he did like a weird,
Little advice.
look back over his shoulder that was funny. I mean, I was probably stoned, but still, that
Yep.
was funny. Then, Buffy and Giles are talking about her training, Buffy's training,
Mhm.
and how he might have to make it harder, which was just an impetus for them to be entering into the same frame as Dawn.
Right.
And this was very weird. Sometimes the writing is really great. This was an instance of what? Why the hell did you even bother to do this? They're talking, da 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 da. They walk into frame, and then her Buffy's. You always think harder is better, and then his line is, "I'm sure Dawn feels that way about her schoolwork sometimes." First of all, that's poor grammar.
Yeah.
That sentence makes no sense.
Yep, yep.
Second of all, there's no transition. They just walked in as if she had been standing there the whole time and they were already been involving her in the conversation.
Mhm.
But there was no obviously that's not the case. She just walked in
Right.
and it's the first time they're seeing her, so it's not even like, "Oh, hey Dawn."
Yeah, it was a weird transition just to get the conversation moving towards Dawn.
Yes, they could have done it better.
And then Buffy says, "What's the school sitch?
The homework sitch.
Homework sitch." And I'm like,
I
"Wow,
know.
we haven't heard sitch, I don't think, since the first episode, season
I know,
1,
chatter in the
episode
calf. I
1."
know.
Yes, yes, Chatter in the Cow.
Yep. I wrote the same thing. Then there's back and forth between the two sisters, and I said Dawn is being her Dawniest in this episode.
Yes, you texted me that too. Yes.
Yes, and Dawn is being like, 'cause they're talking about Glory, and she's like, "You're just stressed because you have to fight somebody prettier than you. You're
Pushing
getting
the
soft in
button.
your old age, like pushing those buttons."
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Back in Glory's place, she's
Mhm.
got the knight, and,
Mhm.
like, she's trying to get information out of him, but, he's a good knight of Byzantium, he's not giving anything up.
Good night of Byzantium. Who's a good knight of Byzantium? You are.
And then she brain sucks him.
And then she brain sucks him. And now he's a crazy knight of Byzantium.
Yeah. My next note is Anya wants the presents. Oh, it's Buffy's house. Buffy's
Buffy's
birthday.
birthday party. Prezzies.
Yep.
Prezzies.
Willow Tara got her a dress.
Mhm. Less
That
killy, more frilly.
Yeah. But again, Anya is holding it and she really wants it.
She really does. She's funny. And then Dawn gives her a framed photo that she made, handmade photo with seashells that they gathered at the beach in Fake Memory Beach.
Yeah.
And everybody is really weird.
Yeah. Very
And
somber.
then there's poignant music. So, oh, this is very emotional. And then they're all in the kitchen. Dawn's not there. And once again, they're having a conversation
Out in an open room.
out in the open room. Well, she's home. And Dawn overhears them, of course.
Mhm.
She calls them on it,
Mhm.
on being weird and what's going on, and she gets offended and she leaves. And am gonna say she is the least dysfunctional person in this group.
I had to agree. Yeah.
Yes. Can we please talk about this? What is going on? None of them want to talk about it. Although she does have her issues, as we see in the next scene, because she busts out of the house via the trellis.
Mhm. You skipped Anya talking about sex and a fireman and a shepherd.
What?
Dawn goes back into like the living room where everybody else was, and of course everybody stops talking, and
Yes.
she starts freaking out. And Xander says, "Well, I'm not
Oh,
talking about sex." And there's
yes.
a mention of a fireman or a shepherd. Is she a little Bo Peep? I don't know what's going on.
You could. Who knows? Who
Is she
knows? They
the
try
sheep?
stuff.
The sheep?
You know they're freaky.
Is he the sheep? Yeah.
They switch off. I don't know. So as Dawn is leaving the house, here's another trope. She backs down, and as she hits the yard, she backs away from the house just so she can literally bump into Spike, who's
Mhm.
standing around outside.
Smoking under his favorite tree.
Yes, yes. Spike in his busted up box of chocolates.
Is that like I think that's the same box of chocolates when he was man.
I
Dude,
think so too.
go to
Mannequin Buffy.
Walgreens, get another box of Russell Stovers. Come on.
So they have some back and forth bantering, and he's trying to be all menacing vampire, and she's being Dawn and being very flippant at him. And then she announces she's going to go to the magic shop to steal some stuff.
Mhm.
You
Of
want to
course.
come with?
Of course, Spike's like, hell yeah.
He's like, yeah, all right. It turns out that she wants the book that Giles had that had all his notes in it.
Mhm.
That when they were at the store, he kind of did a little sleight of hand to make sure she couldn't see it, but she
Mhm.
noticed. Of course, she noticed. They really treat her like she's stupid sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she's what, 15?
Yeah, she's not dumb. So she is reading. She go. They get the book and they're reading by firelight, and she figures it out. And then they're both reading the notes out loud. And I want to know, in your whole life of studying and taking notes, have you ever taken notes that are complete sentences and so verbose as Giles's? It's like he's writing in a diary.
I actually thought it was like a diary, like his
Mm,
journal.
mm,
But otherwise, no, I did not take notes that way.
me either. And then there is a moment where I'm wondering if it's where Spike is reading and he says, they did manage to accomplish the task. And I wondered if that was intentional or if James Marsters,
Mm,
misread his line. What because or was it illegible handwriting so it was an acting choice? He only did it that once.
yeah,
I went back and watched it a couple times because I couldn't tell.
that's a good thought. I like that.
Mm. That's why you have me here. Good thoughts.
Before they got to the journal, Spike tried picking up the troll hammer.
Yes.
Good
Ooh,
one.
troll hammer.
I like
He
how
is
they
not
kept
worthy.
yeah. I like how they kept doing flashbacks. They said something
Oh
like
yeah.
about necromancer animals, and they show the horrible
And
snake.
she was remembering. Yes.
Yeah, and then he calls her Niblet.
Yes. That was gonna my other choice for screen name today.
Hmm. If I was not
So back at
present,
the well,
go ahead. Wasn't important.
okay. Back at the Summers house, I mean, again, why they mentioned that there's no mention from Riley on her birthday.
We don't care. We're glad he's gone.
Yeah, that guy's gone. Let's move on now. You already had your episode where you were grieving that relationship. He's done. Enter Dawn.
Oh,
This was
wait.
crazy.
It's
Oh
already
no.
up there.
Okay.
Buffy mentioned something about birthdays without boyfriends, and maybe she should make that a thing. And then Willow's like, preaching to the choir. You've been gay for a year. You're on the roll.
Get over it, ladies. Both of them. All right. Then enter Dawn, and this was a crazy, crazy scene. And she has cut her arm with a knife, and there's blood running down her arm.
A lot.
I know. And she's like, what am I? I'm not a thing. What am I? Am I real? And she's doing this. Am I real? She's acting through her teeth. What
Yeah.
am I? Very sad. Very sad.
Mhm.
Joyce and Buffy try to talk to her and comfort her. She doesn't want it.
Yeah, she
This is
runs.
where you texted me. Get out, get out, get out.
Yeah. Yeah, she runs up to her room and, "Joyce, we were going to tell you when you were older." That's a lame excuse. So if nothing happened at 20, by the way, Dawn,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
come on.
Happy birthday, dear Dawn. You're not a real person.
A couple of episodes ago, earlier in this season,
You're not my kid.
"Are you real? Are you real? Are you real?" Earlier in season 5, you made a mention of acting through your teeth,
Yeah.
and I had said, "Oh, there's some of that coming up later this season."
Oh, this was it?
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't think we've ever seen her explode like that before. I mean, rightfully
No.
so, but yeah.
Yeah. Back to the magic shop. And so now they're talking about now we need to find out where she came from. She deserves to know.
Mhm.
And then Anya says, who put this? Who? What'd she say? Something
Who's
about
who's been using the urn of Ishtar as an ashtray?
that's it. That's it. And Buffy immediately knows, oh my gosh, Spike was here with her. So she leaves and she goes to the crypt.
Mhm.
I liked the effect with the cement slab on top of the coffin thing.
Yeah, how she pulls it out from under him.
She pulls it off and then she slides it back and traps him in there. She was
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good
but, you
use
know
of the Slayer strength.
Mhm. But Spike is right. Maybe if you had told her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. And then Joyce tries again to talk to Dawn. Dawn refers to herself as a blob of energy. Joyce says, aren't you going to go to school? Blobs of energy don't need an education. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mother.
Mm,
All
that's
correct.
ugh,
All correct.
yeah. And Chicken and Stars. Man, I used to love some Chicken
Chicken
and
and
Stars as a kid.
stars. Yeah?
Yeah.
I was chicken noodle. I didn't
Oh,
do the chicken and stars.
okay.
So she does storm out. She's like, school is better than this, and she leaves.
Yeah.
Now we go to the hospital. You and
Mhm.
I drove by this hospital.
Yes, we did. It's now a long-term care facility.
Yes. Ben and the crazies.
Mhm. The mental ward.
Yes, the mental ward. And the knight is there now, and a minion is there talking to Ben and talking to him about how there's got to be more knights of Byzantium that are going to show up. They're
Can I
just going
cut
to
in
keep
for a
coming.
second?
Mhm. The
From
yellow minions.
Yellow.
Okay. So they're and then talking to him about how Ben's fate is tied to Glory
Mhm.
and he needs to stop defying her. And then Ben is like, or you know what? He's not afraid.
Yeah, Glory can't lay a finger on me
That's right. Back at the house, Dawn is looking through her old journals.
and realizing that they're not real.
No. And then, of course, yet another freaking conversation in the house for her to eavesdrop on, where Buffy is playing the mom to Joyce,
Mhm.
who wants to keep going up there and trying to talk to Dawn, even though Dawn doesn't want to talk to them.
Dawn overhears Buffy say, "She's not real. We're not her family." Now, Buffy was saying that was must be what Dawn is feeling, but Dawn didn't
Right.
realize
I didn't
that.
hear that. This reminded me to the time that Buffy overheard Pat and Joyce talking about her
Mhm.
out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, then Dawn goes back up to her room and tears it apart and sets the journals on fire and is very upset.
Yep. Yeah.
And Buffy is they're still talking. They hear the alarm. They think it's the what was it called? The early warning incantation thing that Willow and Tara did. But no, it's the fire alarm because Dawn set fire to her room.
Yeah.
And she has gone out the window again.
Again. Mhm. Do you ever sneak out the window?
No.
No.
You?
No. I thought
When
about it a
I
lot
was
of
in
times because
yeah,
my room was right over the right next to the garage, so I
yeah,
easily could have gotten out and dropped to the garage roof and then done something to get down, but no, I never did it.
yeah. When I was in college in Gainesville, I had two roommates, and one of them, his girlfriend, was visiting, and she was cuckoo and was very dramatic. And they got in a fight. We were all out in the living room, and she went in the bedroom, and she went out the window. And we were like, should we go after her? She'll come back. Oh my god, college. So back to the magic shop, and they decide they have to sweep the city to
Yeah.
look for Dawn.
Yeah. Buffy sends out the troops.
Yep. We show Dawn, she's walking through the playground, and she's got memories from childhood in the playground, and there's more poignant music.
Yeah.
I also noticed there's a payphone at that park.
Yep. Yep.
One of the last payphones.
Yeah. They've got a lot of use out of this playground, I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was the kid, the brother and sister from Gingerbread back in season
Yeah.
3, Giles and Spike in the Dream episode Restless. Like,
I wonder if that's a real playground or a set.
that's a good question. We need to add that to the list for our next California visit if there ever is one.
That playground is long gone. There's metal playground equipment on that playground. That's not there anymore. Get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Xander and Giles are in an alleyway looking for Dawn. And here's another trope where the really exaggerated looking around up. They got to kill time to get their dialogue out. So yeah, they're like looking in the trash dumpster.
Dawn?
Yeah. Looking up like she scaled the side of a building in this alley and she's going to be up there. Oh my god. And then at the end of the scene when whenever Xander says something stupid and Giles turns and walks away from him, the look on his face as he walks away, there's a lot of funny looks in this episode. This one was at 30 minutes 23 seconds. It's very funny.
Mhm.
Then we go back to the playground and Spike and Buffy are walking through the playground. Buffy admits she was wrong.
That's good.
That doesn't happen often.
No, that's adult behavior.
Yeah. She should have told Dawn earlier. Spike is comforting to her in his own way, in his spiky way.
And Spike pointed out, like, she's 14. Like, she's going through just 14-year-old stuff, which I had said the
Hormonal
same.
stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had said the same thing to my husband because he was kind of playing it off a little bit. I'm like, she's 14. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Oh yeah. Dawn is walking alone down the street. A lone ambulance passes. And I made a note about that you don't see too many cars driving in Sunnydale.
Yeah, on the 3 streets that exist.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She follows the ambulance to the hospital where she just walks in and roams the halls into a patient care area.
Yep.
Oh, into the mental ward.
Yep.
Not locked or anything.
Just walk in. Never mind, when I was in there, I had an ankle bracelet that tracked me, and I couldn't leave. They would have to come in. They would come in my room every 10 minutes. They would come in my room every 10 minutes, including overnight, to make sure I was still there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, fun stuff.
So she's in the ward with the crazies, and the one guy, the black guy, is the guy from Coming to America, who sings "She's Your Queen to Be."
That's a good catch.
Thank you. And then the knight is there, and she's trying to ask them, "Who am I? What am I?" The answer is not good.
No. He responds with, "You're the key. The key must be you're the key. The key must be severed," is what I put in my notes. That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. It seems like he's reciting something that's been drilled into his head for years and years.
Yeah, because I felt like at the beginning they were saying, "You're the key. The link must be severed, such as the will of God."
Oh yes.
I was gonna make a circumcision joke with that, but I decided not to.
Thanks.
Sure. One of the other mental patients mentions, "What's the frequency?" And I wonder if that's a reference to the REM song, "What's the Frequency, Kenneth?" which is also a reference to some big newscaster from the 90s. I don't remember if it was Dan Rather or Peter
I think it was Dan Rather.
Getting mugged, and the mugger said to him, "Kenneth, what is the frequency?"
I don't think he got mugged. I think he was doing a segment, and the guy was just in the shot
Oh, okay.
shouting that. I think. I don't think he was mugged. You guys can correct us. We can look it up. All right, now I'm going to look it up. What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Good song.
Oh, Sean, you are correct.
These
I
things
will
do
admit
happen.
I was wrong. Yes. So, yes, two assailants attacked him while repeating, Kenneth, what is the frequency? Oh. Oh.
Crevices.
Yeah, you go. Wow. Okay. So Dawn bumps into Ben while she's at the hospital.
Does this guy ever
And
work? He's always just roaming the halls.
I know.
Freaking resident.
He takes her for some hot chalk in the calf.
Mm. Yes. But no marshmallows.
No, and that's fine. She doesn't like them.
Squishy.
Yes. And then she mentions Glory, and he freaks the fuck out.
Mhm.
And he figures out that Dawn is the key. And he's
Mhm.
like, oh my God, you got to get out of here. You've got to run away because she's going to come now. And then
Dawn-
he's like, oh my God, she's coming. I can feel it. It's weird. And then morph.
Yeah, she's here and morphs into glory.
Morph.
Yep. I gotta say, that was decent morphing.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. And she's like, hey, don't I know you? What? So, okay, so I still am not sure what's going on. Is she possessing him? Can she jump into bodies? But he seems to be tied to her. So, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. Anyway, commercial break. When we get back, Glory is changing out of Ben's scrubs and into the same red satin dress she always wears that happens to be in one of the lockers.
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is it his locker? Like, did he bring it in case he got possessed? I don't know.
Was it just some other intern who is a woman and happens to be the same size as Glory and she was going on a date that night? How is that satin dress not wrinkled all to hell after being stuffed in a locker? Let me tell you, satin, wrinkle city, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then Dawn says, you're Ben or something? And she says, it's more complicated than that. But she doesn't explain it. She wants to know what they were talking about. So obviously they don't share memories if
Right.
she doesn't know what was happening.
Mhm.
And then this is another weird moment. The security guard walks in, and the way he walks in the room, it's as if somebody reported
Yeah.
that this person is in the cafeteria. So what? Dawn was just in the freaking mental ward. She didn't get reported.
Right.
But he walks in, he's like, hey lady, as he's walking in the room.
Yeah,
Not like, right? He
I
should have
hesitate
walked in
taking
and
my notes.
gone,
Yeah.
even if he walked in, he would have been like, oh, here's a lady in a red dress talking to a kid in the cafeteria. You
They
could
weren't
be
in the
there.
locker room?
Oh, I guess they were in the locker room. They left the cafeteria and they were in the locker room. Hey, lady, you can't be. Okay, maybe. I'll give you that one.
But still, I
But
mean,
how
like,
did he know she was in there?
yes. Like, there better not be cameras in there.
There's no security guy. Yes, no security guy that's going to be patrolling the locker rooms. He should be patrolling the mental ward.
Yes.
All right.
So she snaps his neck.
So she snaps his neck. Yes.
Like, no effort. I mean, maybe the godlike powers are reduced, but she can still snap a neck quick.
I'm telling you, it makes me not ever want to go to a chiropractor again.
Yeah, no, I've read
Bad
too
things
many
happen.
things. Yeah.
The neck is very, very delicate, apparently. So Glory takes Dawn,
Yeah.
to wherever. Back at the cemetery, the group meets up at the cemetery. And then they're like, we better check the hospital. Probably should have checked the hospital as one of the first things
Yeah.
instead of the roof
There's
the roof of that alley. So Glory is interrogating Dawn, basically, and trying to get information. Yes.
But Dawn is being smart about it because she's kind of pushing Glory to tell her about the key.
She is. She's kind of being cagey, yeah. And the group gets to the hospital and the clerk, nobody has seen Dawn. And then there's the MacGuffin guy who walks by talking about the dead guard upstairs. Oh, okay. They must be here.
Back to radiology reading room, maybe because there's some X-rays posted. Dawn and Glory are continuing to talk. Did you happen to notice
Yes.
the X-ray behind behind? I think it was behind Glory. It was a
No.
colon. It was like the whole, not even colon. It was just the whole large intestine. I'm like, that was a choice.
Do you
Dawn,
read any kind of hidden meaning into that?
no,
This
no.
is all bullshit.
Well, Dawn
Um,
asks her, "Is the key evil?" And Glory immediately, "Yeah." And Dawn freaks a little bit, but then Glory changes her. Well, it really depends on your point of view.
yeah. And then it goes through an insane monologue here, and I just wrote, "She is cray, for sure. She's crazy."
Yeah.
And then she's about to brain suck Dawn because she's obviously we're not getting anywhere, so I'm just gonna have a little treat. But of course, then enters Buffy and the crew, and Glory's like, "Hey, we were just talking about you." And
I
then,
love her. I gotta say, I love her.
and then the line, I guess it's Buffy says, "Conversation's over, hell bitch."
Yep.
They have a fight scene.
Mhm.
Spike tries to help,
Yeah, tries to
gets
sneak
knocked
up.
the heck out.
Yeah. Then Xander's creeping up behind her with a lead pipe. It's like,
Yep.
are we in Clue? That
Yep.
that didn't work either.
No.
Um,
Tara and Willow glitter bomb Glory, magic glitter, and she
class.
disappears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And she's
It was
gone.
a teleportation spell. They're not sure where they teleported her to.
Still working out the kinks.
Yeah. And then it turns out she's in midair above the city.
Yep.
That was funny.
Yeah. Giles told Willow she shouldn't be doing spells. That is
Yes.
beyond a witch level 5. Come on, Willow. You're a 5. Deal with it.
Yeah. Well, you said you're a 5.
Yep.
Yeah, 5, yeah.
Did Buffy
So then
get that
oh,
pipe in her stomach?
yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Or next to it,
Yeah, like abdominal region.
abdominal region.
Yeah.
And then, she's saying to Dawn, you see this? This is blood, and it is Summer's blood." And then she takes some of the blood from her wound and does, like blood sisters.
Yeah.
You are my sister. More poignant music. There's a lot of it in this episode.
La la
And
la.
then, wait, where's Ben?
Ben was here,
Ben was here. Where'd he go?
but maybe he left before Glory came.
Oh my god. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. How many steaks you giving Blood
I'm
Time?
giving this one 3.5 stakes.
That's what I was thinking too.
Good twist with
Mhm.
the morph.
Right.
It's good that it's finally come to a head with Dawn being the key and finding out that she's the key. So now hopefully things are going to move quicker in the tail end of the season. Yeah, it's good. Some
Yeah.
good powerful emotions in this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what about you?
3.5 too.
Oh,
Yeah.
twinsies.
Pretty much for all the same reasons. The
Yeah.
plot moved along well. There were some good things like Dawn getting some info about what she is, and
Yeah.
yeah, and then point 5 for another Claire Kramer monologue. I love them.
She's cuckoo. She's great. She's great at doing the cuckoo.
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite line? Mine was Anya said at the beginning when they were talking about Glory and that they've got to fight Glory, and somebody said, "You know what they say, the bigger they are." And she says, "The faster they stomp you into nothing."
Yes. I think, boy, I did not do a good job of recording this in my notes. It's got to be Anya talking about fireman or shepherd.
That I totally missed.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I know, me too.
So what do you think is going on with Ben and Glory?
Dude, I have no idea.
Okay.
Um, so she's a hell god.
Mhm.
Maybe is he from hell too? Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
I maybe he's from the other end of things and he's sent to temper her or to keep her in check. I don't know,
Mm,
you're not doing a very good job.
yeah.
I don't think, like she said, it's more complicated. I don't think it's a possession. I think it's something else.
Okay.
Like two sides of the same coin kind of thing.
I will say that when we were at HellmouthCon, we were talking to Claire Kramer. She
Yeah.
had, I don't know if you saw it or not, but she had this one, like a bunch of posters. I guess it was like a limited edition somebody she knew made that told you exactly what was happening. I was like, I
Oh,
really,
really?
really hope Melanie's not seeing that.
Oh, I know I didn't see it.
And they were big. Like, it was like 11 by 17 posters.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oblivion.
I'm glad you didn't see it.
I did not.
Okay, good. All
So what's
right.
next?
Next, we have season 5, episode 14, Crush.
Ooh, Crush. Crush.
Cue Crush by Jennifer Page from 1998.
Just a crush. I think Dawn is going to have a crush on Spike.
Oh, I can see that happening.
And Spike has a crush on Buffy, but I think Dawn's going to have a crush on Spike. Or it could be a monster that crushes things. It's a Monster of the Week episode, and it's a monster that just crushes things. But I think it's going to be Dawn has a crush since they went together to hang out at the magic box, and he can't have Buffy, so he'll have the next best thing, Buffy's sister.
Mm. All right. You have a screenshot coming your way.
Oh boy. Let's see it.
I will say that someone from the past will be showing up.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. It's Harmony. Oh, okay. Harmony with a freaking crossbow. Harmony thinks Dawn has a crush on Spike, and she is possessive and protective.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right. So, Sean,
Yes.
let's talk about the socials.
Sure. We are everywhere that matters at the Sunnydale Diaries. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, the big ones. YouTube. We have a website, thesunnydaldiaries.com. There you can get links to podcast episodes on various podcast streaming platforms. You can get a link to our Discord server. There's a contact form on there, so if you want to send us your thoughts, you can do it through that.
Reach out and touch someone named Sean or Mel.
There is a link to Melanie's fused glass
website. And also, can I butt in for just a second?
Sure.
So you guys, Sean and I want to do TikTok lives for some Buffy stuff. And apparently I cannot join him as a co-host on the lives because I have not done enough lives on my personal page, which is my Bright Blossom Glass TikTok page. And I cannot do lives on my TikTok page until I get at least 50 followers. So please help a sister out and go to Bright Blossom Glass on TikTok and give it a follow. I don't post that much stuff there, but I will then do some lives there so that then Sean and I can do some Buffy related lives together. Man, they make it so hard.
Well,
All
if you post, people will follow. That's how that works.
It's a vicious circle, isn't it?
It is.
All right.
It is.
All right.
So besides the website and social media, we also have an email address, the Sunnydale Diaries at gmail.com. So you can reach out that way, send your thoughts, send your ideas for fusion. Send your ideas
for fusion?
Send your ideas for future discussion topics.
Yes.
Or just tell us how much you love us. Yeah.
Let us know if you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be?
If you're watching for the first time, what is going on with Ben and Glory? What do you think?
Yes, but no spoilers. Yeah. Don't, if you watched it already, don't tell us.
I think that is it for our social media.
All right. When is season 5, episode 14, Crush, going to be released?
Well, as long as you're not too busy to record, it will be released on Monday, July 27th.
Ooh, I thought we were saying week of now.
No, I'm determined.
Oh, okay. You're going to put some pressure on yourself.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you guys. So we'll see you next time.
Oh, now she's mad at me.
Oh, I forgive you, Sean. You know I love you.
Yeah, I know.
Bye, guys.
Bye.